Who's on this committee? Do we know?
Dan Ormsby, Jim Morrison, and Mark Eastman. And Mark will not be here this evening. And this committee hasn't met in this year, in the new year, to elect a chairman. So that's the first item on the agenda.
Is Danny here?
Yes.
Now he is.
Guess I kept trying to join the other meeting again. I'm like, why isn't anybody signing in?
Danny, this is you and Jimmy, your first meeting, so you guys can decide for a chair. Mark is also on it, but he's not here tonight, so.
I nominate Dan.
Okay.
I'll second that. Your meeting, Danny. Go ahead.
All right. So for our regulatory review meeting, first was elect a chair, which we did. And then it is the ambulance lift. Sue, do you want to?
Yeah, our public safety people are here on this topic. This was one that was discussed on a discussion item at the council meeting last time and sent to committee for further discussion on what people thought about that. I asked Jackie Hunt, who does ambulance billing, in case you had questions related to billing, and it's quite a process. And also Public Safety Director Gagan and Deputy Chief Denning are here. So.
Well, I guess I feel it was fairly straightforward when we were talking about the overall fees. What if we were to reduce those? How much is it going to affect our bottom line? I think we talked about it a little bit at the council meeting.
We did. Is Deputy Chief Denning on here? I can't hear you. Your mic is not on. Your mic is not on. I can't hear you. I still can't hear you. Can anyone hear him?
There it goes.
How is it now?
Better.
No, good. We have a new camera, a new system, and none of us know how to run it, but welcome. And DC Denning is here. He's socially distanced on the other side of the room in here. DC Winchester is here with me also. Sorry about that.
The question relates to how much revenue impact this would have. Right now, the only insurer that pays for the lift assist only is MaineCare. Is that correct, Jackie? Your mic.
Yes, that's true. And it's they give us $95 per run.
And last time there was a discussion of how many runs a week or a month that we had.
Yeah, we average out probably anywhere from 4 to 10 a month.
And what percentage of those Jackie are MaineCare?
How many of them are MaineCare? Probably less than half.
I felt like changing the fee. I'm all for it, and dropping the fee down. I think really the council in general, when we were talking about it, seemed in favor of it. Does anybody else have anything to?
Are you talking about reducing it to the $40 recommended in the Public Safety Director's memo? Okay.
Yeah. Does anybody else have anything they want to add to that?
I guess you all know my feelings about it.
Jimmy, all right with bringing to the council the $40?
Yeah, and I just had one thing for Jackie, because Jackie and I discussed this well after I put the memo in. And Jackie, the only question I had where I recommended the $40, which was about less than half, obviously, of the 95, does that affect the ones that you bill for the 95? Will that go to 40, or will it still be 95, or will they not pay, or does that affect anything on your behalf?
I believe Main Care will pay us what we bill them if it's less than 95. They will not pay 95 if we bill them 40.
And you can't bill them 95, obviously, if the bill's 40.
Correct, you cannot.
Okay, thank you.
Jackie, you said 4 to 10 calls per month.
Yes.
I thought we were kind of under the impression that it was 4 to 10 calls a week.
It depends on the week. It changes from month to month. I mean, that's just an average, but it can be that many in a week.
But Jim, that was an average, and it just happened the time that we brought this up, and DC Denning come back and run the numbers. It was a busy month of like 22. So it was a double month is what we'd call it, just that month.
Thank you.
Does Chief Denning have the numbers for last year, 2019 or 2020, total numbers?
We do not have those right now, Mr. Stewart, but we could get those for you. We don't have them right offhand. It's going to take some work. And Jackie could probably give you the average off the top of her head as an estimate, but
No pressure.
I would think it would be an average of 100 to 150 a year. But if you have months of 22, that would bring it up to 250. So it's kind of unpredictable, to be honest with you. Some months could be 5, and some months could be 25.
Wasn't there a line for that in the report that came out? It said one of the things it said was call, no ride. I thought. I don't have it right here handy, so.
I would say the one thing about the fees are, we can look at these every year. They are set by us. If we look at the 40, and I'm sort of with Jim on this one too, but if we look at the 40 and realize that, we're only billing 20 people a year or 40 people a year, maybe it's something that we look at that we can eat, going forward. If it bumps up to 400 or 500 in the course of a year, then maybe we're in the right spot. But I think this is just like any of these fees. I think it's something we just got to keep an eye on, and adjust every once in a while when we have to. We've done, I think, a pretty good job of it. I certainly do want to take the recommendations of the folks that actually do the work. I'm just throwing stuff at a wall and see what sticks most of the time. So I don't really know if we're any close or not. But where those guys have come up with a recommendation, and I'm more comfortable with that number than I was the initial number we started with, for sure. So.
If I could, just to clarify something, Jim. So we're talking about lift assist only, okay? I think what you're referring to is no transports, okay?
Yeah, I think that's what the line said, yes. Thank you.
So the no transports, I'm just talking off the top of my head. You're looking at any type of situation where we don't transport. It goes under no transport. I think we run probably 150, maybe 200 a year. I don't have the exact numbers. Lift assist only is when we get called, it's for the person who's fallen out of bed, they're not injured, we just have to lift them up, put them in bed, check them out a little bit, have them sign the refusal, and we leave. So that's what this proposal is for the lift assist only.
Yes, I understood that. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm with you too, Peter, on let's go with their recommendation and then look, we can always revisit it next year and do that.
I move that we take this to the council.
Second that.
This requires you to update your fees ordinance, so that will be an item for your next agenda for that. We changed the fee ordinance so it didn't need the three-step process. The fees ordinance can be changed by being placed on an agenda with the opportunity for discussion. So I can put that on your next agenda if that's what
great.
the recommendation is to the council.
Yep. So we're going to recommend to the council to update the fees ordinance and put that on the next agenda. And we're going to go to update to the 40 for lift assist only. Okay. Does anybody else have anything? All right. So the next step would be adjournment.
Motion to adjourn?
Second. All in favor? Thank you. Thank you, Jackie. Thanks, Chiefs.
You're welcome.